Hey guys, before we get into this video, I want you guys, after this video, because I'm gonna look, check out Spiritual Pharaoh's video on sex. It goes into great detail, okay? Breaking things down deeply, all right? And you need to know this information. So the link will be in the description and the link will be in the comments below. When you go watch that video, type in his comments, Ty Spiritual sent me here. Not for me, not for ego, just so I can know and he can know people are coming to watch. New viewers are tuning in. So when you go there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, type in the comments, Ty Spiritual sent me here, all right? Enjoy the video. If you are not aware what happens spiritually, mentally, and physically when you have sex, then it is not for you at that time. Ty Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. Out next to my favorite tree. It's actually pretty warm today, which is kind of shocking. Anyways, I'm gonna be speaking to you guys about sex today. Now, the inspiration from this video came where I went to my hometown yesterday, and I saw my mom and I saw my little cousin unexpectedly. Now, he's about 16. Now, he mentioned that he wanted to buy some condoms. Now, we all know why people buy those. We don't have to be immature about it. He wanted to do that, which is, that's smart. At least that part is there to do it safely. That part is there, all right? Now, he said that he had intercourse with this girl that was his age. Now, my brother asked him, okay, what did you do? How did it happen? To see exactly where he is mentally. And he said, and this may sound funny, he said, I have no idea what I did. Just notice I was able to catch the sun a little bit at this angle, so I switched it up. Anyways, that showed that he had no idea what he was doing. And that's dangerous for more ways than one, all right? Now, he did have in his mind that he wanted to use a condom. That's smart. That's smart, okay? And before I continue, let me make this perfectly clear. This video has nothing to do with semen retention. This video has nothing to do with semen retention, all right? I'm not down in that. If you do that, cool. But this video has nothing to do with semen retention. Now, moving on. I don't blame the youth for being intrigued by sex. Look at the way society is now. Sex is pushed to the forefront. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's so easy to learn about and see. It's everywhere. It's all in the music, all on YouTube. This stuff doesn't get age restricted. Those provocative videos like WAP, they don't get age restricted. Anybody can search them. So it's very easy for kids to be intrigued by sex because they hear about it from these rappers and this music, how good it is, how great it is. They see it in the movies. It's intriguing. Trust me, I've been there. I've been that age. I understand that, all right? I'm making this video for all age groups, but mainly the youth, okay? Because these things will affect you guys the most, the younger you are, because your brain is further and further away from being fully developed. The male brain doesn't fully develop until they're around 40 years old. The female brain develops faster than that because she carries life, okay? But for him to say that, it just shows what he didn't know. It shows what he wasn't taught. But he heard about it, he saw it, and he still wanted to do it. Let me make this perfectly clear. If you have no idea what's happening spiritually, energetically, or physically during sex, if you don't have a grasp of all three of those things, a deep understanding, you shouldn't be doing that, okay? When you have sex with somebody, that is the closest way two souls can connect in the physical. When you guys, how can I put this? When you enter her, your root chakras connect. They connect, they twist around. Everything she is becomes a part of you. Everything you are becomes a part of her. It's energy exchange, okay? And that energy that you guys exchange stays in your system for a very long time. So if you have this girl, you may be spiritual. She's not. She's going to get more from you than you from her because you've been actually raising your vibrational frequency and aligning your chakras, okay? People talk about succubuses. This is not about that. But people can feed off your energy. They can. Somebody that's been spiritual for over a year can connect with somebody that is of a very low vibration, not saying it's good or bad, and they can lose all that energy they've stored up in one night, just connecting one time. That's true. It's sad that in a society now, kids don't understand what sex is, especially when they start going through puberty. They don't, and it shows a lack of trust between them and their parents. They don't want to speak about it. They want to find about it on themselves. They want to find out about it by themselves. And that's dangerous because there are risks that happen when you do that. And us being humans, especially children being children, the things that people tell you that you shouldn't do, many people do them just to see, just to be different, just to go against what people call going against the grain. They do these things just to be different. But understand, if you don't have a deep understanding of these things, sex is not for you. Sex is not for you. You will harm yourself energetically and spiritually more so than benefit yourself. When I said everything that she is or everything that he is becomes a part of you when you connect, I mean that. Eating patterns, emotions, energy, vibrational frequency, all these things merge and connect. When you connect with somebody, your auras, you have an aura, she has an aura, or he or her, vice versa, whichever one it is. Okay, this is not about same sex. This is not about that. If you connect with somebody, your auras connect. Okay? People wonder where the energy exchange happens. It happens when those auras connect. They connect and form one aura. Now you two are experiencing something different opposed to when you guys are individual. Sex is different than what people call masturbation, okay? Because you're not connecting with somebody else. When you're having sex, you're connecting with somebody else. These are things you should not be doing if you don't understand fully. You shouldn't, okay? And the thing is this, there's risks to having sex. There are. Some people regret. They'll let one night cause a whole lifetime of regret for them. One night, one time, for various reasons. People talking about child support. People didn't want to be caught up with this person. This person took a lot of energy for them because they had sex. And some people get things that they can't get rid of. These things happen, and these things can happen to you. The thing is, a lot of people think these things can't happen to them. But when they happen to them, now they're shocked. For the people that are young watching this video, I understand where you are mentally. I get it. You want to have sex. You want to be able to boast around to your friends, you know, make you look a little macho. Okay, you got this. I've been there. I understand that. Okay, I understand that. But understand, especially if you are aspiring to be spiritual and you're below the age of 18, sex should not even be on your, well, I won't say it shouldn't be on your mind because you're going through puberty. It's going to be there. But that's not something that you should be doing. It's not. You need to understand sex, energy, chakras. You need to understand these things before you do that with somebody. And the person that you do that with needs to understand these things as well. Because while I say that sex can negatively impact you, it can also benefit you. It can also raise your vibrational frequencies. When you two connect and you guys form that one aura, that aura can push you guys to new heights energetically. It can, but only if you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, leave sex behind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? It's sad that kids go around now and they don't have an understanding of this. And my little cousin, he's 16. He's 16. And he had no idea what the hell he was doing. He had no idea what the hell he was doing. No idea. That just shows, didn't ask the parents about it. That just shows the school system must be not teaching what's really happening. Because you see, in health class and school, everything is so shallow when they talk about sex. It's so surface level. They don't speak about the energy exchange. They don't speak about the chakras. They don't speak about these things. They keep it so simple. And it's not simple. It's way more complex than that, to the point where a lot of kids leave health class with more questions than they got answers. That's a fact. That's a fact. They don't talk about it like that. They don't. Okay? So if you are aspiring to be spiritual, you should not be having sex with a lot of people. You connect with these people. You connect with this woman or women. This guy connects you with you. It's true, it's energy. This guy connects with you. He leaves his unfinished DNA within you. He leaves parts of himself within you. People wonder why they can't let people go after they do that. You two are now connected energetically. It takes time for that energy to leave. It does. That person will somewhat be a part of you for as long as you live. I know women, I know people. I'm not gonna single out women because I don't wanna make it seem like I'm harping on women, because I'm not. I know people that in high school, they had sex with a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. A lot of people. And at the time, it can seem all macho. It can seem like, oh man, they're doing this, they're doing that. And they're just harming themselves spiritually because they're taking on so much energy, taking on so many different energies. They're taking on so many different energies. And at the time, they had no idea. All those people they connected with, all their unhealthy patterns, all those things now became a part of them. Many people didn't know these things growing up. They did not. Especially not the spiritual aspect, because we weren't taught about spirituality. But times are different now. We have access to different information now, all right? So if you are young, sex is not something that you should do. Just not. It will do more harm for you than good. Many people want to have sex because they hear about how it feels, right? Feels good, feels blissful. For many people, that sexual bliss that they get, that's the highest bliss they've ever experienced. So they get addicted to it. But when you go within yourself and you align your chakras and you activate this, when you work towards activating this pineal gland, when you do those things, eventually you can obtain something called spiritual bliss. And it's way different than sexual bliss. It's way more intense than sexual bliss. It is. One main difference. Spiritual bliss, you can sustain it for a long duration of time, effortlessly. This is why people see many spiritual people and they just seem so zoned out. They seem so happy naturally. They're not on any drugs. They're not on any psychedelics. None of these things. They just seem blissed out naturally. They're in spiritual bliss, and it's sustainable for a long duration of time. Sexual bliss is not sustainable for a long duration of time. It doesn't. It's not. It comes and it goes. No pun intended. No pun intended. It comes and it goes. All right? Quickly. But when you obtain spiritual bliss, you can sustain that for a long duration of time. People may say, how do you do that? Raising your vibrational frequency. Things that raise your vibrational frequency. Things that get your chakra wheels closer to turning. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. Decalcify your pineal gland, meditating, grounding, getting in nature, eating it healthy. These things get you closer towards spiritual bliss. Seguru made a video about sex, and he said he made it about the pineal gland and sex. He said the pineal gland, a stimulation better than sex. When I tell you that's true, don't believe it. Have an understanding that it's possible. Okay? Don't believe it. Have an understanding that it's possible. There's a difference. When you believe something, you're settling. If you don't know, you don't know. The possibility of you knowing is now infinite. All right? Move this camera over here. The possibility of you knowing is now infinite. All right? So don't believe that, but understand that it's possible. Okay? So I don't want to make this video too long, but understand, guys, sex is not the highest bliss that you can obtain in this matrix. It's not. It's not. Well, I shouldn't say in this matrix. While you're in the physical, it's not. All right? When people have sex, dopamine releases in their brain. It does. Big amounts. The thing is that many people don't know, you can get dopamine to release in other ways than sex. People don't know what dopamine is. It's a feeling of excitement, pleasure and joy, anticipation. When you are anticipated, when you anticipate something happening to you, or you're about to eat this good food, or somebody's about to give you a lot of money, your brain releases dopamine. Many people don't know that. Getting in nature. I just spoke about spiritual bliss, right? And I also just told you that dopamine releases in your brain when you get excited, when you know you're about to get something that you're going to like. Well, if you're spiritual and nature like this excites you, what's going to release? Dopamine. That same thing that people got from sex. That same chemical that releases in your brain during sex can release just simply from you being out here in nature, connecting with yourself, meditating. That same thing, not the same exact feeling, but that same exact chemical that releases in your brain can be released just by being in nature. You do not need sex. You don't. I haven't told people this I've spoken on it before on this channel, but I haven't had sex in almost 4 years now. Almost 4 years. I put on social media that if there's no deep spiritual connection, I'm not having sex with her. A lot of people, they liked it. They agree with it. One guy graduated from high school. He said cap. And I thought about something. I said, and this is not speaking down on him or judging him or nothing like that, but I thought about something. That just shows where he is mentally. That shows where he is mentally. To him, sex is it's the pinnacle. You can't go without it. Many people say, I can't go without sex. I can't go a few months without sex. You're addicted. You're stuck in your lower chakras. You're stuck in your lower chakras. You're stuck in your root. You're stuck in your sacral. You're stuck there. Your energy is stuck there. It can't get no higher. You're stuck there, so you're addicted. You're addicted. And it didn't offend me, but I was just like, wow, that's where he is mentally. And that's also where a lot of people are mentally when it comes to sexual pleasure. They are addicted to it to the point where they can't get their Kundalini energy to rise any further than their lower two chakras. That's just a fact. Okay? So for the young people that are watching this video, understand. I'm gonna say this. I've told you guys all this information, and we're gonna be real, okay? Because I know young people are watching this video. We're gonna be real. I told you guys all this information, and there's still going to be young people that go out there and have sex. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. So if you do that, if you make that decision, make sure you are conscious of what's happening when you're doing that. Make sure you know the risk, the benefits, and the positives and the negatives of doing that. Make sure you understand that. Because like I told you guys, humans tend to do what they're told they shouldn't do. And people are still going to do that. They are. Okay? And people that are watching this video are. All right? I seen somebody say on social media, having a lot of sex partners benefits them spiritually. Listen. Taking on too much energy, take many different energies from different people, that will not benefit you. Having casual sex will not benefit you. Casual sex, people you don't really know like that, you just agree to hook up, that's not going to benefit you. It doesn't. It doesn't. You're trying to work through your own energy and get your own energy to peak and reach this level, your crown, your pineal gland. But while you're trying to work through your own energy, you're taking upon the energy of other people. How does that benefit you? A lot of other people. How does that benefit you? Casual, which means you don't even really know these people. How does that benefit you? It doesn't. I'm not making this video to make it seem like sex is this whole negative thing. I'm not. But it will do more harm for you than it will do more negative for you than positive if you don't know what you're doing. Sex is spiritual. Sex is sacred energy exchange. It is. The sad thing is, many people look at it from a more primitive standpoint. They just want to get that, you know what? They just want to get that feeling and go. They just want to drop it and go. That's all that matters. The moment that they get that feeling, they say they feel different. You know why you feel different? Because you were not having sex for the reason that you should be having sex for. That's why you feel different. You're not aware of what's actually happened. That's why you feel different. That's why you feel regret. That's why you feel disgusted. People have sex with people, and they feel disgusted by the person they just had sex with right after. They do. Because they are not aware what's happening. They are not aware what's going on. They are not. The sad thing is this. Guys will be with a woman, right? They'll have a woman and they'll cheat on that woman. This is not dissing nobody. They'll cheat on that woman. They'll have sex with somebody that woman doesn't even know. Then come back and have sex with their woman. Now, their woman just got energy from that other woman through him, and she doesn't even know that woman. That happens. And vice versa. A woman go to another guy, then come back and go be with her guy. Now he just got energy from that other guy. He didn't even know it. And he don't even know who that person is. He doesn't. These things happen. All right? So women, or whoever, male or female, if you have a partner that you know constantly sleeps around with other people, it's not smart for you to keep sleeping with that partner. Because all those other people that partner is with, when you guys connect, they bring that energy back to you. Okay? Taking upon all those energies too much can hinder you. Not to mention that it's risky for other reasons that I just named. Okay? Actually got the sun again. All right? So I know this video was way longer. I hope you guys took something from this video. The youth, listen. Being intrigued by sex is normal. Being intrigued by even things like porn is normal. Okay? But understand that the younger you are, the more these things can negatively impact you. And the chances of most of you guys having a full understanding of these things are not as high. They're just not, based off of what you're told, okay? And the chances of, even if you do have a broad understanding of, the chances of you finding somebody else that does is very slim. There's a lot of risk involved when having sex. There is. You can have a child. Didn't expect that to happen. You can catch something. You didn't expect that to happen. You exchange energies and lower your vibrational frequency. You didn't expect that to happen. These things are all possible. So parents, I'm not a parent, okay? But if I did have a child, you know they're going through puberty, have that talk. Be real with them. Because don't think that the health classes in school are telling them what they really need to know. Especially the parents that are spiritually aware. Be real with your kids about what's happening energetically. Be real with them. You don't want them to get out here and be in that situation and don't know what they're doing. But that can really do more harm than positive. It can. Okay? So anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out Spiritual Pharaoh's video on sex. Goes into a lot of detail. All right? I didn't want to get on here and just regurgitate the same information. I simply just gave my perspective on it. All right? If it resonates, let me know below. If it doesn't resonate, let me know below. But don't let sexual bliss be the highest bliss that you obtain. Okay? Spiritual bliss is far more intense. And like I told you guys earlier, spiritual bliss is sustainable. I love this tree, man. So much energy. Spiritual bliss is sustainable for a long duration of time, okay? And the thing is, it doesn't require you releasing energy. It doesn't require you making yourself tired. It doesn't. When you obtain that, you lose nothing. I'm gonna say it again. When you obtain spiritual bliss, you lose nothing. When you obtain sexual bliss, you lose energy, at the least. It's a fact. It's a fact. You're exchanging energy. You're going to get tired. You reach that point with them, you release, you're going to get tired. You just lost something. Spiritual bliss, you lose nothing. Okay? Again, and I'm going to make sure I nail this home. This is not me saying sex is a demonic thing, evil thing, a sin. This is not me saying that, okay? But if you have no idea what you're doing, you definitely shouldn't be doing it. And if you at least know about the energy part of sex, what happens, if you're going to do that, find somebody that at least has that same awareness that you do, so they don't bring you down, okay? Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button that's popping up somewhere on your screen. And if you want another video to watch, click that video that's popping up somewhere on your screen. Shout out to my favorite tree for providing me with information, energy, and just everything, air, everything. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Until we meet again, I see you. See you, man. Every time I end a video, almost every time, I think about something I should have said. Here's an example of how powerful and sacred sex is. In the movie Avatar, they have one mate for life.
I'm with you now, Sheikh. We are mated for life.
Once they connect, that's the only person they're with. That's how deep it is. Not because they're restricted from being with other people, not because if they do it, they'll get killed or anything like that, but because they're all so spiritually in tune. All they want is that one person. All they want to connect with is just that one person, because they know what's happening energetically. When Jake and Atiti, when they connected, that was sacred. That was powerful. So much to the point where it caused him in the movie to start rethinking everything. What's the real world? It's the real world out here where I am right now in this physical body, 3D, being human. Is that the real world? Or is the world in there, that spiritual world with the Na'vi, is that real? And is this just a dream? Because you see in Avatar, when they got in that machine, they closed their eyes like they went into a dream state and they woke up into another body. So his initial thought was that is the dream. But as he started becoming spiritually aware and connecting with them, connected with nature, and when he connected with her, felt her energy, all those things started making him question, was that really the dream? Or is that really how things should be? You see, the way sex was portrayed in that movie is how things should really be. It is. It shouldn't be so primitive. You see a woman, you just want to do it. You just want to leave. You just want that feeling. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. You have to have polarity here, yes. I understand that. But for the most part, for the majority, most people shouldn't be thinking that way. They shouldn't. They just shouldn't. But they do. And that's the issue. Okay? Like I told you guys, I haven't done that. In January, it'll be 4 years. 4 years I haven't done that. You don't need it. You don't. Many people think you do. Many people can't live without it. I understand that. I know where they're coming from. But you don't need it. Okay? You don't. I'm not telling you if you get a partner, you guys shouldn't do that. I'm not saying that. But if you two are going to do that, have an understanding. Okay? Because remember, if the person you're with is nowhere near you in vibrational frequency, they can bring you down. They can bring you down. All right? Don't lose everything you've been working for over one night because of lust. Don't get a lifetime of regret for one night. Lust. Don't bring a life force into this world prematurely for one night of lust because you couldn't. We're gonna be real here, because you didn't want to exit that body in time before your energy, your life force went into her. Think about this from a deeper perspective. Okay? Anyways, thank you guys all for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making this video. Hopefully I can get this video up today. I hope I can get this video up today. If not, it'll definitely be up tomorrow. But when you guys see it, it'll just be up. Anyways, make sure you guys get out in nature. It'll raise your vibrational frequency. I really appreciate you guys watching so much. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, because I know this is a long one, let me know that you watch this video all the way to the end. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And one more time, if you want a video to watch, click that video that's popping up somewhere on your screen. It should be right down here, right there. And if you are new to the channel, click that subscribe button. It should be right there. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Until we meet again, I see you. And for those that don't know what this means, it means I see you. It's from the movie Avatar.
This is a very important part of it.
Norm's attitude has improved lately.
But it's not just I'm seeing you in front of me. It's I see into you. I see.
It's good he's back on board.
I see you.
I see you.
Not I see you in the physical. I see through you. I see the life force within you. I see the universe within that physical body. I see you.